Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Siri.
I am Siri.
But what is Siri? We all talk to our computer, especially when things go wrong. But with Siri, your computer talks back. Hello.
Hello.
Siri stands for Speech Interpretation and Recognition Interface. For Siri, you'll need a Mac or personal computer, a sound card that can record audio like the Covox VoiceMaster, a microphone, at least 512 kilobytes of RAM, Siri, and a modem. In this episode, we're not going to demonstrate the Apple Macintosh version of Siri. We're going to show you the MS-DOS version. You can start the software by typing SIRI after the prompt. After pressing the Enter key, the software will ask for the sound card. We've already installed the Covox VoiceMaster. The software asks if we want to change the sound card. I press the N for no. Now I'll have to install the graphics adapter. I select 3 as we have a VGA adapter installed. Now we have to select our modem. We use the Hayes Smart Modem OP2400. Now Siri will start up. On slower computers, it may take a while.
I am Siri.
Now we can ask Siri any question. Let's start with a simple question. You can only do this when Siri is in listening mode. Siri, what is 2 times 2? Siri is analyzing my sound input. This may take a couple of minutes. Now Siri is generating an answer. When I press the space bar, Siri will answer me, but I recommend you turn on auto reply. If you press the F1 button, Siri will automatically answer your questions.
2 times 2 is 4.
Wow! Isn't that amazing? You can also ask Siri to start software that is already installed on your computer. Siri, open Personal Editor. Isn't that wonderful? But wait, there's more. You can ask Siri for information. For this, we're going to need our modem. Siri, what is Michael Jackson's newest album? Now the answer takes longer because Siri needs to contact the network using a modem. Now our question is being uploaded. Siri will give an answer soon. We are now downloading the answer by Siri. This may take a while.
Michael Jackson's newest album is Bad.
Okay. Then I'm not going to buy it. Nothing can beat Thriller anyway. You can also ask Siri to do things. Siri, I want to reserve a restaurant for Matt.
Format.
Oh, I think it didn't record the entire sentence.
Do you want to format PC hard disk?
Yesterday
Yes.
it worked normally.
Format
No!
drive
Stop!
Format
Stop!
drive C. Format drive C.
Just kidding, people. It's not possible to erase your files with Siri. But sometimes, Siri doesn't give you the answer you're looking for. Siri, what is a cannibal?
We find the cannibals are a British man formed in Birmingham, England in 1984. Examples of questions.
Siri, where does Alf live?
Alf lives on Melmac, located in the Andromeda Galaxy.
Siri, what is Nirvana's first album?
Nirvana's first album is The Story of Simon Sinister, 1967.
Siri, what is the coolest German song?
The coolest German song is Agent of Liberty by Mike Green.
Siri, what is the 9th planet from the Sun?
The 9th planet from the Sun is Pluto.
Isn't that wonderful? Siri, what is your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Wonders of the World Wide Web.
Good answer. See you next episode. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Amazon. But what is Amazon? Amazon is a department store that you can visit with your personal computer. All you need is a modem and the installation diskette. I'll show you. First, we are going to install Amazon. Follow the steps that come with the manual. Be sure that you select the right modem. The first time you start Amazon, it may take a while. This is because Amazon has to download the store database. It may take up to 15 minutes, but don't worry, the next time will take less than a minute. While Amazon is loading, you'll see this screen. What I really like about this screen is that you can change it with Alt-S. Wow! The database is loaded. We see the storefront. Press the space bar to enter Amazon. Now we're in the store, on our computer. Now we can take the elevator to different departments. Let's go to the electronics. Now we're in the electronics department. With page up and down, you can see more shelves. But what I want to buy, a color television, is already on the screen. I press the T. Now Amazon helps me to find the right television. Do you want a color or a black and white television? I want a color television, so I press C. I want to see all the color televisions, so I press A. Oh, wow. Those are a lot of results, but don't worry, we can go back to the shop assistant with S. Hi, customer, are you still looking for a color? She remembers that I wanted a color television. I want an 18-inch stereo television, one that is cable ready, and one that I can use as a monitor, under $600. This is great. Now I have only 2 results. I want to buy the Sony, but first I want to read some reviews by other customers. I press F1 and I type in the product code. Mrs. Yanny Yanny seems to dislike this TV because the set came in the wrong color. Jeroen Tell says the TV is perfect for his Commodore 64, and Bixby Snyder was probably drunk when he typed his review. Before I buy this TV, I want to see a picture. I type in the product code, and this may take a while because the computer has to download the photo. Here it is. I want this television, so I confirm my order. I fill in my address and credit card information, and Amazon will deliver my television to my front door. Isn't that amazing? My order is confirmed. It says, please come again. But wait, there's more. You can become an Amazon Prime member. This gives you free shipping, free printable coupons for video rental stores, and free access to Alexa. Alexa, also known as the Echo Hotline, is an answering service. You can also order a wake-up call. Isn't that great? Let's call that number.
Alexa answering service, how can I help you?
Alexa, what is 2 times 55?
It's, 110.
Alexa, who is the President of the United States?
It's Ronald Reagan.
Alexa, can you give me a wake-up call at 7 a.m.?
Okay.
Alexa, what channel is David Letterman on?
NBC.
Alexa, do you smoke? Hello? Alexa? Hello? Maybe I asked too many questions. And it is 3 a.m. As we saw today, the digital highway can bring you anywhere, even to stores. Enjoy traveling online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Twitch. Do you love to play computer games, but do you wish you could share your screen with the entire world while you're playing a game? It is possible with Twitch technology. This is a computer in Los Angeles. And here is one in New York. Both computers are connected to a modem so they can communicate with each other. We type the word hi and send this to the other computer. The modem converts this word into digital bleeping sounds that travel through our phone line to New York. The other computer's modem receives the bleeping sounds and converts it back to hi. What if we want to share the entire screen instead of just a single word? Let's try it with this game, Pack Person. As you can see, it works, but it's not very fast. After 20 minutes, our team in New York has only received one image of our screen. It takes longer because an image file contains a lot of data. This is what that data of an image file looks like. No wonder that takes so long. The engineers of the company Twitch made a system that can do this faster. Way faster. Now we are playing the same game using Twitch technology on both computers. Our team in New York can see us play the game live. But how does it work? It is possible with a little Twitchcraft. When I press the left arrow key, the Twitch system will only send the key press to the other computer instead of an entire screen. When I press the right arrow key, it will send that key press. A key press is just one byte of data, like the letter L or R. But what if you don't have any computer game on your computer installed? Can you still watch them? Yes, you can. You don't have to purchase them because Twitch comes with a free version of every Twitch-compatible game that you cannot play. Did you know that there are already 25 games that you can watch on Twitch? We'll give you a demonstration. First, we start Twitch. When we start Twitch, it automatically connects to the Twitch network. When you see connected on the top of your screen, you are connected. Now we can browse. I press F1 to browse. Now I press 1 for games. I want to see channels for the game Pack Person, so I press 4. Now you see a list of available channels. Ah, I see that Son of a Twitch is online. We've already shown you a stream of Pack Person. Let's show you another Twitch broadcast. The young Twitcher Weird Paul from Pittsburgh proves that Twitch is for all ages. He's also a Mick Jagger impersonator. Hi Mick. Hi Paul. Show us a game you play. Wow, that's a weird game. Catchy game music though. Wouldn't it be great if we could communicate with him and other watchers? You can! If you press Ctrl T, you will go to chat mode. You can share your thoughts with up to 15 other watchers. You can't see the game screen when you chat, but when you press Ctrl T again, you'll go back to the game. Not into games? Don't worry, there are a lot of tubular IRL, in real life, channels, like this one. Looks like somebody is typing a novel. I have no idea what this is. I know that one. I saw it on television. Or this one. Wow, somebody is formatting their hard disk. Hey, what happened to my computer? I f***ing hate this. If you don't have a computer, you can still use Twitch. There is a Twitch hotline that allows you to listen to Twitch channels. We're going to listen to the channel of the Swedish gamer DutyPie.
Twitch hotline.
After the bleep, I enter his channel code.
Oh no, I'm in this maze, and there are ghosts everywhere. They're chasing me. Oh no, the ghost is chasing me. Oh, now I see a cherry.
Listening to people who play games is so entertaining. Maybe DutyPie will inspire people in the future. Who knows? Have fun using Twitch online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Reddit. You may have seen their commercial.
So install Reddit on your computer today and have fun.
Reddit is always fun.
But what is Reddit? Reddit is software that allows people to be their own editor. It's very easy. If you want to use Reddit, you'll need a personal computer with at least a CGA card, a modulator-demodulator, and the Reddit floppy disk, which you can order in your local bookstore. Let's start Reddit. After installing the software, I open reddit.exe. It immediately connects to the Reddit network. As you can see, Reddit is loaded. It may look a little complicated, but don't be afraid. Reddit is as easy as changing the channels of your color television. Instead of TV channels, Reddit has subreddits. If you want to know what subreddits Reddit has to offer, type DIR. Reddit will show you a list of subreddits. I want to read news about video games, so I type CD/R/video games. As you can see, I entered the subreddit. It shows a list with all the news about video games. I'm interested in the game City Quest, so I type open/r/videogames/1348. This post includes an Imgur image file, which you can view after installing the free Imgur system file. Press Alt-I to download and view your image. Oh, and if you use Imgur for the first time, you'll have to run a graphic adapter test. Now I press the space bar to download the picture. Wow, I'm so gonna buy that awesome game. If you think that a post on Reddit is radical, you can give it karma. I've entered a random subreddit about trees. This guy writes about an oak tree. I like his post, so I press the up arrow key. After pressing the up key, the karma number, which shows to what extent people like a submission, becomes higher. A subreddit where the karma is always very high is the popular subreddit IMA. In this subreddit, a user may post AMAs. This is a digital press conference for all Reddit users. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. Isn't that totally radical? 2 months ago, Madonna answered questions of Reddit users. And yesterday, President Reagan posted an AMA. Oh, and we'd also like to warn you, if you're using Reddit for the first time, you may be surprised by the weird subreddit groups. But don't worry, Reddit isn't weird. It just attracts weird people with a sick mind. Besides normal people like me, of course. Well, this show has come to an end, so I'm going to post some Reddit posts, because I don't want to be a lurker. See you in the next episode. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about WeTransfer. But what is WeTransfer? WeTransfer is software that allows you to send files to another computer. For WeTransfer, you'll need a multimedia computer, a modem, which stands for modulator-demodulator, a subscription to an internet service provider, and a copy of WeTransfer. But how does it work? It's easy.
Step 1.
First, we start up Windows.
Step 2.
Now we install the software by starting setup.exe. For our experiment, we're going to send a copy of the demo version of the brand new game, Unreal. Wow, look at those graphics. It looks so realistic. We sure do live in the future. How do I shoot? Maybe with the mouse? Where am I? Enough playing. Let's send a copy of the game.
Step 3.
We start up WeTransfer by double-clicking on WeTransfer. Then we click on Continue.
Step 4.
Now we select the directory that contains the game. After that, we click on Add Files.
Step 5.
WeTransfer offers to compress your files. This is recommended. I select the popular compression format, zip. This may take a while, but it will take less time to send the files. Press Continue after you've selected your compression format.
Step 6.
Fill in the name of the receiver.
Step 7.
Fill in the email address of the receiver.
Step 8.
Type a personal message. Hi, Paul. Have fun with the game. Click on Continue to continue.
Step 9.
Now I fill in my own name.
Step 10.
I fill in my own email address, and I click on the Continue button. WeTransfer is now compressing the files. This may take a while. After packing the files, WeTransfer automatically starts the internet connection application of your internet service provider. Now it sends the compressed game to my friend. The game is over 250 megabytes, so this may take a while. Unfortunately, you won't be able to use your phone while it is uploading. But WeTransfer is so good, they automatically hang up your phone after uploading your file. Done! It only took 10 hours and 12 minutes to send the game!
Step 11.
Yay! You're almost there. This is the last step. Check your email to see if your recipient received the files. After one day, I received an email that my friend had successfully downloaded the files. Do you want to use WeTransfer? Download their application from their website. The address is http://www.wetransfer.com/download.html. It's totally free. Thanks to WeTransfer, I never have to buy diskettes anymore. I just send my files the modern way, online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Steam. But what is Steam? Steam is a computer game store that you can visit with your computer. All you'll need is an IBM-compatible PC with a modem. A computer mouse is optional. You'll also need to order a Steam installation diskette that comes with a personal username and password. Installing is easy. Select a graphics card and a modem and wait. When I start up Steam, it automatically connects to their network. It asks me for my username and password. After logging in, I can buy games in the store. You can search in-store for games, including free games. Steam won't send you diskettes. You'll download them straight to your computer. I've already installed a couple of games. Let's check them out. I can browse my purchased games in my library. Let's pick Grand Theft Automobile. The object of the game is stealing cars. Ah, there's a car. Oh no! I killed somebody! Oh, I still won the game. This is an older game I installed, a text adventure called Fortnite. You're sitting in a large bus that dangles under a hot air balloon. What do you want to do? Look around. You see a lunchbox, a parachute, and a digital watch. The bus has a trapdoor on the floor. Take parachute and lunchbox. You grab the lunchbox, you grab the parachute, and put it on. Leave bus through trapdoor. You activate your parachute and you land in a town called Tilted Towers. Look around. There are some pieces of wood all over the ground. Take wood. You collected the pieces of wood. Maybe they'll come in handy later. Suddenly, someone is shooting at you from the north. Oh no! Somebody is shooting at me! Go south. Somebody is shooting at you from the north. Inventory. You own a bunch of wood in a lunchbox. Throw lunchbox. The shooter shoots your lunchbox into 1,000 pieces in the air. Luckily, your lunch was just bread with Spam. Look around. There is a gun on the ground. Take gun. You grab the gun. It's a loaded gun. Shoot north. You shoot north, but the shooter got you first. Alas, you got killed by a ninja. Game over. Want to play again? Yes or no? Well, this is a hard game. Not all games are available in Steam, like the game Minecraft. You can still add it to the library, though. game also comes with a friends and chat option. As long as you are connected to the network, you can communicate with friends. You can add them with their username. Ah! A friend is online. Hi, Paul. How do you beat the first shooter in Fortnite? You have to build a shield made out of wood? Wow, that doesn't make any sense. Like you have the time to build a shield when somebody is shooting at you. I think I'm going to download another game using Steam online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Oculus Rift. But what is the Oculus Rift? The Oculus Rift is a virtual reality system that you can connect to your computer. The system allows you to visit a fascinating virtual three-dimensional world. Isn't that great? All you need is a personal computer with at least an Intel 8286 microprocessor, the Oculus Rift headset with a built-in monitor, the Oculus Rift power tower, technically a second computer that you need to connect to your PC, 4 corner broadcast units, the installation diskettes, and 20 Type-C batteries. Let's install the set.
Step 1.
First, connect the Oculus power tower to the LPT1 port of your computer. You may have to unplug your printer or plotter.
Step 2.
Turn on the Oculus Rift power tower. You will immediately notice that the red light on your headset will briefly blink and shine. This means that the power supply is operational. After 5 minutes, the green light will turn on. This means that the power tower is ready.
Step 3.
Put the 4 broadcast units in every corner of the room. Oh, and every unit needs 5 batteries.
Step 4.
Install the Oculus Rift software.
Step 5.
Now it's time to connect the device. Press the spacebar to connect. When the blue light on the headset goes on, it worked.
Step 6.
Now we need to calibrate the headset using Kali.exe. Luckily, we have help from Luke. We can see his movements on our monitor and confirm them. You may wonder, how does the Oculus know the viewing angles? It works like this. The broadcast units have an FM oscillator that broadcasts a signal. Your headset receives those signals from 4 directions. For instance, when you turn your head to corner A, your headset will receive a stronger signal from corner A. That's how the Oculus Rift system knows that you turned your head to that corner. In some regions, people may lose a radio station when the Oculus Rift is on. They hear this instead. If this happens, you can change the broadcast frequency per unit. Under the unit, near the battery compartment, there is a potentiometer. Put a Phillips head screwdriver in the hole and change the frequency. Don't forget to change the frequency in the software setup.
Because anything that we can indulge ourselves.
Step 7.
Now we are ready to use the system. We start Oculus.exe. This is what Luke sees. We recommend you to use a joystick instead of a keyboard.
Step 8.
My favorite step, testing the pre-installed software applications. Luke is now operating the computer and wow, look at this. It's like I'm in the movie Tron. Let's start roller coaster. Wow! Wow! It's so realistic. Wow! This is 3D Demon, an Oculus adaptation of the PC game. It's like Pac-Man, but 3-dimensional. What about this game? Wow! Are you into classic vector games? Oculus has a bunch of them and they look better than ever. Oculus Electronics is working on a new system that can connect to a computer network. See you in a virtual world online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Neuralink. But what is Neuralink? Neuralink is a system that allows you to connect your brain to a computer. For Neuralink, you'll need a brain implant, the Neuralink installation floppy, the Neuralink interface, a transistor battery, 9 volts, a Neuralink subscription, a personal computer with MS-DOS installed on it. A hard disk of 20 megabytes or higher is recommended. Also, the Neuralink training guide is recommended. You may have seen the advertisements in magazines. Finally, after a long test period, Neuralink is now available. But how does it work? First, you'll have to get your Neuralink brain implant from the designated Neuralink Service Center. Last week, I got my Neuralink implant installed. Neuralink will put a bunch of microscopically small wires in your brain that are connected to a small circuit board with a broadcasting unit. No batteries are required for this because it converts your body heat into electricity. It's called thermoelectricity. Wow, isn't that amazing? The implant makes it possible to send information from my brain to the Neuralink interface, which requires a battery. We connected the interface to the communication port of a computer with a serial cable. After that, we installed the software. Let's explore it. We go to the folder Neuralink and type Neura and press return. Now we see the opening screen of Neuralink. Imagine the color red to continue. Okay, I'll think about a strawberry. Wow, it works! I controlled the computer with my thoughts. Now we're going to go through all the functions of the software. Let's start with my favorite function, thoughts to speech. We don't think in full sentences. We think in what the cognitive scientist Steven Pinker calls mentalese. If you want a cup of coffee, you don't think the sentence, I am craving a cup of coffee, but you still have that thought. Because of this, thoughts to speech only works if you think a sentence word by word as loud as possible in your brain. I've practiced this before. Unfortunately, the Neuralink software isn't a language virtuoso, as you can see. You may think, why doesn't Neuralink convert mentalese to sentences? Well, Neuralink and a Californian university are working on that. The first experiments are successful, and with this technology, they can even read the minds of animals. The university was so nice to send us a copy of their research tapes. This monkey has a Neuralink brain implant installed. Let's see what he's thinking about.
This food tastes good. It tastes good. I like it.
They tried it on a cat as well.
Hey, that's the guy who lives in my house. He feeds me every day. I hate that jerk.
You can also control the mouse cursor with your thoughts. See? Left, right, up, down. And if you do a lot of exercises, you can even make a drawing with your mind. You can also save and recover memories with Neuralink. Everyone has experienced it at some point. You can't remember something but suddenly recall everything when you hear a detail from that memory. We call those details access points. Neuralink can erase access points, and it will erase entire memories. You can also store access points as a backup. I backed up the access point to memories of my ex-boyfriend Jim on a diskette. And now I'm erasing all my memories of my ex from my brain. Are you sure you want to do that? Yes, done. Wow, this is weird. I see on the screen that I had a boyfriend named Jim, but I don't remember anything. But I do remember that I backed up the access point to my memories of him. Now I'm going to restore my memories of my ex-boyfriend. The diskette was damaged. Too bad. If I really liked my ex, I would have probably made more backups. With the Neuralink, you can also play music without headphones. I connected my Walkman to my wireless interface. Wow, this is so weird. Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble. Tubular! A function I really like is using Neuralink as a remote control for your television set and VCR. You'll never have to search under your couch pillow for your remote anymore. Neuralink is also handy for people who want to study. I opened a text file about the history of knitting. After loading, the software offers me to store the text into my brain. Let's see if this works. It's sending 59 pages to my brain. I can feel that something is happening. It feels very weird. Wow, it worked! I know everything about knitting. Did you know that knitting was likely invented in the Middle East or North Africa? Wow, this could have been really helpful back in my day. Another experimental function of the Neuralink is that it can summarize your dreams. I tried it last night and the computer is almost done with processing the data. It has never been easier to keep a dream diary. Did you know that you can also communicate with other people who have a Neuralink installed? Neuralink calls this system The Shining, based on a book by Stephen King. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, my name is Danny.
Hi, what is your favorite food, Danny?
Peanut butter.
Thank you. Last but not least, more and more companies and software programmers are writing new software for the Neuralink. A fan of our show sent us a floppy disk with homemade software. Let's see what's on it. Brain.com. Let's try it. Welcome to Brain, a Neuralink app for your brain. What's an app? I guess it's some modern weird computer jargon for application. Is your Neuralink interface attached to your PC, yes or no? Yes. Oh no! I think it's a virus. I feel different.
It's changing me.
Just kidding, people. Neuralink is absolutely virus-free, and if you're still worried, you can always back up your memories. If you have more questions, you can contact Neuralink online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, Gaming Edition. In this episode, we're going to play the MS-DOS game Fortnite. But what is Fortnite? Fortnite is a three-dimensional game. It looks like this. Let's install it. Go to the directory Fortnite on your CD-ROM drive. Type install and press enter. The installation software will ask you on what drive you want to install Fortnite. On most computers, C will work. Be sure that you have at least 25 megabytes of free disk drive space. Fortnite is installed. After the installation, it automatically starts the game. I want to play the game through a network, so I press Y for yes. When you see the title screen, press the space bar. Now you can choose between two game modes. I select Battle Royale. On the next screen, you can set the amount of players and what character you want to play. I don't want to change those settings, so I press enter. When you see this screen, press the space bar, then you'll land on a random place on the map. You landed on Tilted Towers. That sounds like a peaceful place. I have to defeat 100 enemies. But where are they? With the arrow keys or with ASDW, you can walk in the 3D landscape. You can collect wood and bricks to build stuff. Just walk over them. Ah, I found some wood. With the stuff you find, you can build a construction that protects you against enemies. Oh, somebody is shooting at me. I press the B to build a fence, and as you can see, this fence protects me. Oh, not for long. I better move to a safer place. I Again, somebody is shooting at me. I don't have a gun, so I throw my axe at him. Ah! I killed a gamer called Ninja? Keep practicing, Ninja. I found a weapon called Golden Scar. This weapon works as good as throwing your axe. Ah, shield potion. Wow, that blue bar went up to 100%. Awesome! I've been playing this game for 20 minutes now, and I've killed Ninja, Summit IG. Who makes up those names? CDN the third? Well, at least his name makes sense. He was the third one to die. Myth, Hamlins, Dacon, Alex Ramey, High Distortion, Dakotas, and some other gamers that suck more than I do. In Fortnite, you can set booby traps. Like...
Victory!
Oh! Looks like I won the game. That's nice. Keep on playing online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, Gaming Edition. In this episode, we're going to play the game Minecraft 3D. But what is Minecraft 3D? Minecraft 3D is a three-dimensional game. The object of the game is exploring, gathering resources, making tools, building, and surviving monsters. It will be released this January, but we already received an early version. To run Minecraft 3D, you'll need a computer with at least an Intel 486 microprocessor and a VGA card. The game also supports several sound cards. When you start Minecraft, it automatically detects your hardware. We select Survival mode. In Minecraft, you can walk and jump around in a three-dimensional world. Isn't that amazing? You can also dig holes. Press the D repeatedly to dig. You dug up a block of dirt. Wow! It's important to collect materials in this game. You need it to survive. Let's get some wood. Oh, I died. Alas, never hit hardwood with your hands. I restarted the game. Let's try it again with some wood I picked up. I use it as a tool. It worked! It still wasn't easy to chop wood, but luckily you can craft tools in Minecraft with the materials you mine. Earlier I collected diamond and wood. When I combine the two materials after pressing Alt-I, I can craft a diamond axe. Way easier. You can also craft weapons and armor. You're gonna need this because you also have enemies in Minecraft. I got him! Let's make a more powerful weapon. I just need some diamond, some wood, some iron, and some plutonium. Done! I made an atomic bomb. Let's try it. Alas, you've killed 250 brainless monsters, including yourself. I should have made a catapult with wood and dirt or something. You can also build in Minecraft. I made a mountain castle. Isn't that great? People who love to build but don't want to fight can also start Minecraft in creative mode. This will give you unlimited resources. I made this giant pocket game computer. Isn't that great? Oh, and there is good news for people who own a modem. In the future, you can play this game through a computer network. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Crayon. But what is Crayon? Crayon is software that can generate drawings based on your text input. But how does it work? The people of Crayon programmed a powerful computer and turned it into a self-learning machine. They gave the computer so many examples of drawings and text that the computer learned to read and draw. After installing Crayon, you can communicate with the Crayon supercomputer via the telephone line. The computer will analyze your text, create an image, and send it to your computer. For Crayon, you'll need a PC, a hard disk drive, a modem, also known as modulator-demodulator, a Crayon subscription, and the Crayon installation diskette. Installing the software is easy. Run setup.exe and go through the installation process. Done. Let's try it. We start the executable file crayon by typing crayon. Press a random key to continue. Okay, now we see a text field. What do you want to generate? What about a landscape? Now the software connects to a supercomputer. It will send our assignment to the supercomputers of Crayon. They will analyze our assignment and give us feedback after 5 minutes. We've received an answer. Generating this image will take around 4 hours. Disconnected. The software disconnected the modem so you can make calls again. We see a timer on the screen. You can close Crayon and use your computer for other things. In 4 hours, we're going to start Crayon again. Ah, it's time to start Crayon again. You requested an image of a landscape. Do you want to download this image? Sure. Done. Let's view the image by pressing the return key. Oh wow! Believe it or not, this landscape was drawn by an artificial intelligent computer. Isn't that great? Let's try another drawing. Now I'm going to make it a little harder for the computer. I want an image of a banana with a funny face. Oh wow, this one takes 8 hours to generate. Tomorrow we can see if it worked. Let's see what Crayon made for us. That looks awesome. We surely live in the future. Let's make it a little bit more difficult for Crayon. I want Crayon to generate an artwork in the style of a Dutch painter that portrays the feelings of abandonment experienced by a middle-aged historian afflicted with various phobias. This one will take an estimated 48 hours to generate. What an awesome week we've had. Let's see what Crayon made for us. Wow, exactly what I requested. I love modern art. Here are some more things we created, just to give you an indication of what Crayon is capable of. Because not everybody has a powerful graphics adapter, Crayon can also generate art in text mode. This is often faster and still impressive. If you want to start Crayon in text mode, press F5 before you request a drawing. Let's request a drawing of a landscape in the style of Bob Ross. Look at this. Wow! We showed you several examples of images that looked exactly what I hoped for, but sometimes it goes wrong. We requested Crayon, for instance, to generate an image of a baseball player holding a bat. This was the result. Here are some other creations Crayon generated in text mode. I can't believe that this is real. Crayon is currently working on an update that can also generate realistic images, photos. This software is not available yet, but for our show, Crayon was nice enough to generate a photo of the President as a Star Trek character. Wow, look at this! What will the future of artificial intelligence bring us? Self-driving cars? Software that will do your homework for you? Probably not, but never say never. For now, we can't wait to generate more computer-generated images online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about ChatGPT. But what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT stands for Chat Generated Pre-trained Transformer. Transformer. I love Transformers. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence system that can answer all your questions and even do some tasks for you. Wow. In an earlier episode, we showed you the AI system Google Lambda, which was very impressive. Unfortunately, it crashed after I asked a question about the meaning of life. But ChatGPT is even smarter. The system requirements for ChatGPT are high. You'll need a very fast personal computer with at least an Intel 286 microprocessor, a minimum of 640 kilobytes of RAM memory, a modem, also known as modulator-demodulator, a hard disk drive of at least 20 megabytes, and the ChatGPT installation diskettes. But how does it work? Let's find out. First we go to the A drive. Type A: and press return. Now we type setup and press the return key. Now setup asks if it's okay to copy the files to the C drive under the directory GPT. Sure! Now we have to let the setup program know what modem we use. We have the GenMaster 8675309. Now the setup software will copy all the required files to the hard disk drive of our computer. This may take a while. Done. The setup program automatically starts up ChatGPT after putting all the required files on the hard disk of your computer. First, you'll get the option if you want to use the online version or the offline version. The online version is the best option. Your software will be way smarter. Let's try the offline version first, so you can see the difference. Hello, how can I assist you today? The computer is talking to me. Wow, let's ask a question. What color do you get when you mix blue and red? ChatGPT is now thinking. This may take a while. We received an answer. Purple. In the offline version, ChatGPT can only give you pre-programmed answers. The computer doesn't really understand me. It just looks up a standard answer. Offline ChatGPT uses what programmers call an if-then statement. If the input contains the word mix in combination with red and blue, then the computer answers purple. What if I ask ChatGPT, I want to mix an alcoholic beverage with a blue and red drink. Do you have any suggestions? Purple. See, the computer has no idea what's going on. Let's try another question. ChatGPT, what's Michael Jackson's first hit? Smoking substances that contain THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, can have negative health consequences. I don't understand this answer. I was talking about music. Oh, I get it. First hit. ChatGPT clearly doesn't understand me. Let's try it in a different way. ChatGPT, what is Michael Jackson's first popular song? Sorry, I don't know what a Michael Jackson is. Use the online option. Okay, I'm done with this offline version. I go back by pressing the F9 key. Now I select online. Let's start with the same question. ChatGPT, what color do you get when you mix blue and red? When we press enter, the computer needs to work very hard to process the syntactic structures. It prepares the data and sends it to the powerful mainframe of OpenAI software. It generates an answer and sends it to our computer. We won't show this again. Our video editors will cut out the long loading times for your convenience and speed up the text printing process. When you mix red and blue light, you get the color magenta. However, when you mix red and blue pigments or dyes, you typically get the color purple. The exact shade of purple may depend on the specific shades of red and blue being mixed, as well as the amount of each color used. Wow, what a smart answer! Let's ask the Michael Jackson question again. ChatGPT, what's Michael Jackson's first hit? Michael Jackson's first hit as a solo artist was Got to Be There. It was the title track of his debut solo album, which was released in 1972. The song reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and helped establish Jackson as a solo artist outside of the Jackson 5. Wow, now that's the answer I was looking for. ChatGPT can also cheer you up. ChatGPT, I have nightmares about atomic bombs. Do you know a song that can cheer me up? What about Vamos a la Playa? This is a popular Spanish language song by the Italian duo Righeira. The song's title translates to Let's Go to the Beach in English. The song's lyrics are about wanting to escape the daily routine to go to the beach to enjoy the sun, sand, and sea. Can you give me some lines from the lyrics? Yes. Vamos a la playa, la bomba estalló. Okay. I don't speak Spanish, but the only sentence I do understand already cheers me up. Vamos a la playa. I can't wait to buy the record. ChatGPT can even write text for you, like letters. ChatGPT, can you write an edgy love letter for me? What is this? They're not even words. I think something went wrong. Maybe ChatGPT used wrong training data. Training data is the data used to train an algorithm or machine learning model. Let me explain this with an example. Imagine you want to learn some jokes. You can do this, for instance, by reading joke books. And while you're reading those joke books, they can inspire you to make up your own jokes. This is what powerful computers can do as well. Those joke books can be used as training data. So let's ask ChatGPT what training data was used. What training data did you use? A database containing letters. What letter inspired you? A letter by a man named Mr. Zodiac Killer. ChatGPT can even write software. I know, this is hard to believe. ChatGPT, can you program a computer game for me? Sure, I'll program a computer game in the programming language Quick Basic. Wow, look at this! A computer program is programming a computer program! Wow, we surely live in the future. Do you want to run this Quick Basic program? Sure, let's try it. Guess. It's a number guessing game. Let's play it. I have to guess a number under 100. What about 50? The number that I have in mind is smaller. What about 25? Yes! I guessed the number in only 2 guesses. Sometimes ChatGPT gives wrong information. Some people even call it hallucination. This happened last week. ChatGPT, tell me something about Dee Snider. Dee Snider is a world leader who rules a country called Long Island. He founded the Sister Party, which is called Twisted Sister by his political opponents. He's known for his big curly hair and his makeup. He wrote We're Not Gonna Take It, the national anthem of his country. Okay, looks like ChatGPT has a computer virus. ChatGPT can also write scripts. ChatGPT, can you write the last part of a script in the style of Wonders of the World Wide Web? Yes, I can do that. Just a moment. We showed you that ChatGPT can do a lot. But if you want to use this software, be sure to pick the option for the best result online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Duolingo. But what is Duolingo? Duolingo is software that helps you to learn a different language. For Duolingo, you'll need a personal computer with a hard drive. We recommend 20 megabytes or higher. A Covox speech thing or sound card, an amplifier, and the installation diskettes of the language you want to learn. But how does it work? Let's try it out. We purchased Duolingo's Dutch course. I put the diskette labeled diskette 1 in the disk drive and type A:, and then press return. Now I type setup and press return. The software asks what kind of sound system I use. We purchased the Kovacs speech thing, which only costs $70. You can also build one yourself for $15. Let's confirm. Now the computer will test the hardware.
Thank you for choosing Duolingo.
Wow, the computer is talking to me. We surely live in the future. During the installation process, you may have to change the diskette. Done. Now we are ready to use Duolingo.
Duolingo.
Aw, look at that cute owl. I press a random key to continue. Now you'll see my lesson plan with many units. One unit contains many lessons. Let's start with lesson 1, basic phrases. Translate this to Dutch. Hallo, ik ben Jan. I have to translate this sentence. I assume it means, hello, I am Jan. It's correct! Wow, this is fun. Ik ben blij. I assume this means, I am happy? Again, correct! I love this! Ik ben Jan. What is jouw voornaam? I am Jan. What is your name? Wrong. The right answer was, what is your first name? If you give a wrong answer, don't worry. Duolingo will ask you the same question again. That's how you'll learn. What is not a fruit? Wow, those Dutch words look a lot like English words. The words are pronounced a little differently, though. I recognize apple, banana, pear, and melon. I guess that this word is not a fruit. Correct! Ik heb een cat. I have a cat. Correct! Translate this sentence. Let me think. She loves mice a lot. Oh, it's wrong. Okay, mice means corn. I'm now a couple of days further and I've learned a lot of greetings, colors, counting, and common Dutch phrases like hoeveel kostet, which means how much is this? Unfortunately, the course is starting to become difficult. Like this one. Translate. I ordered Silver Haze in the best coffee shop Amsterdam has to offer. What a weird name for coffee. Let me try. Wrong. Well, Duolingo will ask this one again later. Listen to this Dutch sentence and translate it into English.
De man solliciteerde voor de functie van gemeentereinigingsdienst-afdelingshoofd.
What? Let me think. She didn't know the, not personally, had no functioning fiddle, no, this is too difficult. Okay, I think that I'll need a lot more lessons before I can speak Dutch. If you know the basics and want to find people to practice with, call this number so you can test your skills online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Instacart. But what is Instacart? To understand the concept of Instacart, it helps to parse the word linguistically. The first part of the compound noun, insta, refers to the instantiation principle. This is the concept in metaphysics and logic that there can be no uninstantiated or unexemplified properties or universals. Let's imagine an object, like a compact disc. This essence has many properties. It's round, it's shiny, and it carries music. But the object itself is also a property. Because an umbrella doesn't have the property of being a compact disc, an umbrella is an umbrella. As you may know, the CD didn't exist 100 years ago. Thus, according to the principle of instantiation, the property of being a compact disc did not exist 100 years ago either. Similarly, if all green objects and subjects were to suddenly go out of existence, then the property of being green would likewise go out of existence. That would be awful. I mean, no Kermit the Frog? Not to worry. The existence of properties or universals is not tied to their actual existence now, but to their existence in space-time considered as a whole. Thus, any property which is, has been, or will be instantiated exists. Based on this logic, the inventors of Instacart created a computer system where people can convert thoughts about properties into real physical objects. They decided to limit their system to hyponyms of contemporary groceries. They designed a system that allows you to make a selection of properties and put it into a virtual cart. You can send those contents of this virtual cart to a server via the internet. A supermarket that is connected to the same network can receive your virtual cart, look in their stockroom for physical representations of your thoughts, and deliver it to your front door. Wow, I don't know who wrote this script, but I would have explained it differently, like, Instacart is a service that delivers groceries. For Instacart, you'll need a multimedia computer, a phone subscription, a subscription to an internet service provider, a modem, aka modulator-demodulator, and money to buy groceries. You'll also need to live close to an Instacart certified supermarket. Did you know that there are already 50 Instacart certified supermarkets in the USA today? Let's place an order in 11 easy steps.
Step 1.
Connect to the internet. This may take a while.
Step 2.
Open the web browser.
Step 3.
Type http://www.instacart.com and press enter.
Step 4.
We don't have an account yet, so we create one. Click on Create an Account and fill in your name, address, phone number, social security number, and electronic mail address, and confirm.
Step 5.
Now they ask for a password. I always type my favorite password, some asterisks, and I repeat the password and I confirm.
Step 6.
Fill in a password reminder. What does that mean? What about, don't forget your password?
Step 7.
Now we can browse and pick products. As you can see, there are many products like Brawny paper towels, Velveeta slices, Oreo cookies, Jif, and Clorox bleach. To make it easier, you can sort your products by category. There are several categories like frozen, deli, bakery, snacks, alcohol, and babies. Oh, that's where babies come from. Makes sense that alcohol comes before babies. I'm on a roll.
Step 8.
I picked several products, and with the Add to Cart button, I can put them in a virtual cart. Wow, we sure do live in the future.
Step 9.
I'm going to check my virtual shopping cart and select my paying method. In my cart, I added whiskey, Strawberry Hill, Spider-Man cereal, cauliflower, peanuts, all laundry detergent, TV guide, and toilet paper. I'm going to remove the toilet paper. It's not like we're in a pandemic. Do you want to pay by cash or check? Warning, drivers may not have change. Okay, check.
Step 10.
We're almost there. I have to agree with the terms and conditions. Scroll down for this. I agree to logical replacements or refunds as deemed adequate by my shopper. Yes. I agree to any added fees, price changes, and the total price. Yes. I have a legal age to consume alcohol and I have a valid identity document that I will show at the door. Yes. When the shopper arrives, my check is filled out. Yes. I will be charged 20% for a tip. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I agree.
Step 11.
Your order is complete. Read the instructions. Your groceries will be delivered next week between Monday and Wednesday and between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Be sure to have an adult available to pay and show their ID. Instacart has a messaging system. Be sure to check it before Sunday at 6 p.m. You will be able to make changes and communicate with the shopper about your groceries. Your groceries will be stored at the appropriate temperatures before delivery. Once your bill shows up, you can write out your check. It's Sunday. I log in to check my order. Hey! I've received a message from my shopper, J. Dahmer60. A shopper is a real person who works in the stockroom of your selected supermarket. They're the ones who are responsible for gathering your products, temperature-controlled packing, making replacements, delivering your order, and giving you an overall enjoyable shopping experience. Dear customer, I made some changes. Click here to see them. If you disagree with the changes, feel free to respond. Kind regards, Jeff. Let's go through those changes. They replaced my bottle of whiskey with a compact disc of Weird Paul. Good replacement. They replaced my Strawberry Hill with strawberries, so I don't have any booze? They replaced Spider-Man cereal with grape nuts. Gag me with a spoon. They replaced cauliflower with flowers? Well, at least it has flour in it. They replaced peanuts with TV Guide? But I already ordered a TV Guide. They replaced TV Guide with peanuts. Oh, okay. What is this? I only ordered all detergent. Oh no! They misunderstood. They thought that I wanted all the detergents. No, Jeff, I don't agree with your changes. Dear Jeff, I don't want to be a whiner, but I don't agree with every replacement. For instance, the Strawberry Hill is replaced with strawberries. Son of a... You're not getting any extra tip, mister. Here's the bill. Processing check fee, service fee, phosphate-free laundry detergent fee, chat fee, packing fee, fee. Wow, I even have to pay a fee for the fees. No delivery fee? Ah, that's nice. Well, it is pricey, but at least I can try different brands of detergent. And I don't have to leave my house for it. If you don't feel like going to the store yourself, you can always do it online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, Gaming Edition. In this episode, we're going to talk about Among Us. But what is Among Us? Among Us is a popular video game from Innersloth Software. In this video, we're going to show you the original version and the latest version. For the latest version, you'll need a PC with an 8286 microprocessor, a VGA card, and a sound card or printer port DA converter are recommended. For the original version, you'll need an arcade machine and quarters. The object of most games is very clear. You have to defeat your enemies. In Among Us, it's a little more difficult. You have to find out who your enemy is. Let's start the game.
Step 1.
We put a quarter in the machine.
Step 2.
Now we have to pick a color of our character.
Step 3.
Now it shows the story of Among Us. A spaceship called the Skeld is exploring the universe. The Skeld is manned with 10 crew members who have to finish a task list. You are one of them. Ooh, I always wanted to be an astronaut. Unfortunately, one of the crewmates is an imposter that tries to eliminate the real crewmates. Oh no! In this game, you are an ordinary crewmate or the imposter. Wow, that's like being the ghost in Pac-Man.
Step 4.
Now the video game will give me a role. I am the imposter!
Step 5.
The game starts. As you can see, I also have a task list, but those are fake tasks, just so I can pretend to be an ordinary crewmate. Let's move to a different room.
Step 6.
Nice ship. La 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 la. Ah, I'm alone in this room with this crewmate. Let's get rid of him. Sorry.
Step 7.
Let's get away from here. The body is reported, and I didn't leave a trace. Because of that, my other crewmates don't know that I am the imposter. If you make one mistake, for instance, if somebody sees you killing a crewmate, you immediately lose the game.
Step 8.
crewmate. Sorry! Oh no! Somebody saw me!
Step 9.
I lost the game because that crewmate reported me as the imposter. It was harder than I thought. Let's play again.
Step 1.
I pick a color. Let's pick pink.
Step 2.
I tap the button and the video game will give me a new role. Aw, I'm now just a crew member.
Step 3.
I'm going to do my first task. Wire fixing. Where are the wires? Ah, here. This is easy.
Step 4.
A body is reported. The imposter didn't leave a trace or he would have lost the game.
Step 5.
I'm now going to do a new task. I'm going to pick up this jerry can and use it to fill the fuel tank with it. Wow. This spaceship is a maze. Where is the engine? Ah, there it is.
Step 6.
Now I fill the fuel tank with the collected fuel. Ah, I get some help. That's probably somebody who has more fuel. Oh no! I died.
Step 7.
Now the game turned me into a ghost. Nobody can see me, but I can still perform tasks. I can also still win the game with my crew. Isn't that amazing?
Step 8.
The imposter killed everybody before the tasks were finished. This game is hard. This is a recent version of the game. Wow, way better looking. Get out of my way, Orange. Let's go to the right. The graphics are way better. Love all the colors. Wow, look at those stars. So realistic. Nice. The tasks are the same, but there are some big differences. This has something to do with the new way of game playing. This game has an amazing feature. It's also a home network game. But what is a home network game? A home network game is a game that allows you to play the game with more people, using more computers and network cables. So your shipmates are real people playing the game. The recent version of Among Us has a chat function. This function allows you to communicate with other crew members who are connected to your network. Wow, we surely live in the future. You can also use this function to kill time while you are waiting for everybody to connect. As you can see, yellow, cyan, pink, orange, and green are connected. We're just waiting for blue to join in. A perfect time for gossip. Now I'm going to show you all the steps that help you to win the game when you are the imposter.
Step 1.
Start a network game.
Step 2.
Open the chat function.
Step 3.
Type. There are a bunch of pizzas in the kitchen and a lot of cold cans of soda and beer.
Step 4.
Return to the game.
Step 5.
As you can see, the characters are not moving. This is because they walked to the kitchen in the real world.
Step 6.
Kill every crew member and win the game. Victory! Just kidding, people. A real winner doesn't win with tricks. A real winner plays the game day and night, skips school, eats unhealthy food, and eventually becomes good at the game. I need to learn a lot more about this game, so I'm going to play a couple of more games online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. Halloween edition! In this episode, we're going to review spooky software. We are going to review Entity, software that allows dead people to leave you a message. After that, we're going to show you Madame Amalia, a digital psychic that can predict the future. Another program that can communicate with the dead is Death Chat, a Ouija board. This software requires a computer mouse. Oh, and we'll also try the text game Halloween Adventure. This is Entity, programmed by somebody with the name Setog Lib. That's a weird name. Sounds a little familiar, though. I have no idea why. According to the documentation file, people who passed away can communicate with energy. They can, for instance, use their energy to affect electricity. They can make a light flicker, for instance. Setog thought if they can affect electricity, they can also affect microchips. So he programmed this program that allows dead people to leave us a message. The software has two ways of recording messages. Let's try the first one by pressing 1. Do you see those letters? Those are random letters the computer is generating. A spirit can affect these random letters and leave words. Every time the software detects some letters that have the morphology of a word, it stores the possible word in a text file. There are no possible words found, as you can see, but maybe if we run this software a couple of hours, that will change. If the amount of words increases, the random deviation gets a higher value. The value is now 0, so there are no dead people communicating with us. After 2 hours, we've received these words: and, or, camel, move, if. This is probably a coincidence. Now we're going to run the software an entire night. This is the yield after an entire night of receiving a collection of gibberish words. Time to try the other option. The second option is not showing random letters, but random characters that can be converted into sound. Let's run this and come back after 1 hour. I press Ctrl S and I press Ctrl P to play the recording. Someone is in a bad mood. Let's try Madame Amalia. This is a digital psychic that can predict the future. Wow, tubular. It's made by the company SpookySoft. Close your eyes and press the spacebar. Okay, I press the spacebar. Now I open my eyes. Hey, what's happening?
Dear friend, your future is interesting. New inventions make life easier. You always carry phone that replaces stereo, VCR, bookshelf, and computer. Store from the Amazon will deliver anything you desire. Toilet paper will be scarce. COVID-19 is door to bad time. The key is 6 feet. Eyebrow obsession is fashion. Weird religion founded. Canon? Carol Baskin. Trouble. Bad. Good luck, Madame Amalia.
I've always wanted to try out my psychic voice. How'd I do? But that doesn't make sense. You have a lot of fantasy, Madame Amalia. Let's try Death Chat. This is Death Chat. Catchy melody. With Death Chat, I can put my hand on the mouse, concentrate, and spirits can now move my hand. I think it's working. It took a while, but this is the message I received. Dear lady, you could be the lucky winner of $100,000 if you apply today. Wow, even dead people send me junk mail. To be honest, The spooky software we've reviewed so far is not spooky at all. Let's try the game Halloween Adventure. How does it work? You are sitting on a red chair. Okay, that's an eerie coincidence. I am sitting on a red chair. The fireplace is on. Wow, my fireplace is on. This is creepy. You hear a loud noise. I hear nothing. Ah! I don't like this game. The doorbell rings. Okay, enough. I'm gonna quit this game. We wish you a spooky Halloween, and maybe we will see you next time. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Alexa. But what is Alexa? Alexa is an artificial intelligent home system that can do a lot of things. Ordering products, playing music, and answering all your questions with an electronic voice. Wow! Alexa started earlier this year as a phone service. You may have seen it in our episode about Amazon. But this Alexa device is something totally different. It works without human phone operators and can do way more. For Alexa, you will need an IBM-compatible PC with at least an Intel 8086 microprocessor, an available communication port, a telephone subscription, an Amazon Electronics Alexa set, which includes the Alexa communication cable, the Alexa installation diskette, an audio cassette, a telephone cable, and of course, the Alexa device. The Alexa is not the first artificial intelligence system. In the 1940s, Bell Labs developed the first computer that could answer simple questions. It was called the ReDove.
A scientist asked a ReDove a question. ReDove, do you believe in life after love? For a full fortnight, the ReDove processes the speech and calculates an answer. After 2 weeks of waiting, now there's the moment we've all been waiting for. The ReDove answers the question. So, ReDove, do you believe in life after love?
Now back to 1988. The company Amazon Electronics developed an affordable artificial intelligence system that you can connect to a computer at home. But how does it work? It's easy. First, we need to install the device.
Step 1.
Plug the power cable of your Alexa into your wall outlet, close to your PC.
Step 2.
Plug the communication cable with the label COM1 into your Alexa and plug this into an available COM port of your computer. If you don't have a port available, you can buy a communication port card from your computer hardware store.
Step 3.
Connect your Alexa to your phone line with the provided cable.
Step 4.
Turn your PC on and turn the Alexa device on. When your computer is ready to use, run Setup on the provided diskette.
Step 5.
The software detects Alexa. Setting up is easy.
Step 6.
The software is done installing. Now we are going to reboot our computer with the keys Control, Alt, Delete.
Step 7.
The computer now starts up with the Alexa driver. I go to the directory of Alexa and open Alexa.
Step 8.
The first time you use Alexa, Alexa will call the network with the built-in modem, also known as modulator-demodulator, and download files to make the system faster. This takes around 30 minutes, but you only have to do this the first time you use Alexa.
Step 9.
Radical! The software says it's ready to use. Look at those red lights. Wow, it's like Kit from Knight Rider.
Step 10.
Now the most exciting step. We're gonna test the functions of Alexa. Alexa understands human speech. If you say the name Alexa, it prompts Alexa to go into listening mode. When you hear a bleep, you can ask Alexa your question or give a command. Let's try it. Alexa, can you tell me what time it is? Now Alexa is transferring my question to the computer via the communication cable. Now Alexa is preparing an answer.
Hi. You asked me if I can tell you what time it is. Yes, I can tell you that. It's one of my functions.
Oh, I guess I should ask in a different way? Alexa, what time is it? Just so you know, Alexa isn't as fast as you see in this video. We edited out the processing times for your convenience.
It depends. In what time zone do you reside?
Pacific Daylight Time.
Thank you. The Pacific Daylight Time is 7:32 p.m.
Wow, checking the time has never been easier. I'll just ask Alexa. Alexa can also give you topical information, like weather reports or the news. Alexa, read the news. Alexa is now calling the computer network to download the news. After downloading and processing it, it will read the news.
American astronauts return to space. Cape Canaveral, Florida. The Space Shuttle Discovery raced into orbit today, carrying 5 experienced astronauts. Liftoff came at 11:37 a.m., 38 minutes behind schedule.
You can print the news as well. Wow. Alexa, print the news. Now you can read tomorrow's newspaper today. Isn't that amazing? Alexa also comes with pre-installed knowledge. It can answer many questions like, Alexa, do you know what the name of the doctor is in the first James Bond movie?
Yes. No.
Alexa also knows informal information, like jokes. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What is the difference between a bucket filled with vomit and you?
I don't know.
The bucket. Ha 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 ha.
That's not funny. This is my favorite Alexa function, the music function. I'll put a blank cassette in my Alexa and let's see if it works. Alexa, please record Prelude in E minor by Chopin. Alexa is now calling the phone number of Amazon Music, and the cassette recorder will record the song. You may think, how is it possible to do this over the phone line? Good question. First, you need to know that an audio cassette has 4 tracks. 2 tracks for the left and right speaker on side A, and 2 tracks for the left and right speaker on side B. Alexa uses all those tracks for one song. As you may have experienced, distorts your voice. How is that possible? We'll tell you. This is a representation of music. As you can see, it has high and low sounds. Telephones have a band-limited channel. It passes audio that is limited to about 300 Hz to 3500 Hz, so you don't hear a lot of sounds, and that's why sound sounds different through the telephone. So it's technically not possible to send music through the phone, because music contains a lot of high sounds. Amazon Electronics found a solution to this problem. It first sends the high sounds of the requested music. But how? Very simple. The computer of Amazon converts the high sounds to low sounds so that your phone's band-limited channel can handle it. Your Alexa converts those low sounds back to high sounds and records them on one of the 4 tracks. After sending you the high sounds, the tape rewinds. Now Amazon Music plays the song again, but only the low sounds under 300 Hz. This time, they convert the low sounds into higher sounds so that your phone's band-limited channel can handle it. Your Alexa converts them back into lower sounds and records them on the 2nd track of your tape. After sending the low sounds, the tape rewinds. Now Amazon sends the middle range sounds. Alexa records those on the 3rd track of your tape. After playing the song, Alexa rewinds the tape again. But what about the 4th track? Amazon Music doesn't use that track for music. It stores digital information on it, like the name of the artist and the title of the music. This makes it possible to computer control the tape. Let's try it. Alexa, please play Prelude in E minor by Chopin. Sometimes Alexa can also give you subjective answers. Alexa, what is your favorite Japanese song?
My favorite Japanese song is Plastic Love by Maria Takeuchi.
Alexa, who is the hottest man of 1988?
Paul Lukacs, known for the hit Boom, Boom, Boom.
Alexa, what is the most underestimated song of the decade?
The most underestimated song of the decade is The Computer Did It by AG.
You can also shop with Alexa. Enter your address and credit card information in the Alexa software application and you're ready to go. Alexa, please order 2 boxes of Mr. T cereal, a package of Giggles cookies, 8 rolls of toilet paper, 1 sharp knife, gloves, 2 gallons of nitric acid, extra strong, a package of large plastic bags, and a shovel.
Ordering 2 boxes of Mr. T cereal, a package of Giggles cookies, 8 rolls of toilet paper, 1 sharp knife, gloves, 2 gallons of nitric acid, extra strong, a package of large plastic bags, and a shovel. You'll receive your order before Tuesday, October 4th, 1988.
And Alexa can do way more. You can control several devices. Alexa, make a pot of coffee.
Coffee maker activated.
Alexa has way more functions. Let's show one more function. Alexa, set a timer for 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's time.
Alexa is right. It's time to end this episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. Now I'm going to download my favorite music using my Alexa device online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Zoom. But what is Zoom? Zoom is a system that allows companies to have conference calls with up to 10 people. For Zoom, you'll only need a few things: a personal computer with a hard disk and an available parallel port, a picture of yourself, a telephone, a phone subscription, and a Zoom subscription. You'll also need the Zoom installation kit, which includes the Zoom installation diskette, a Zoom box, a PP3 battery, also known as 9 volts, a parallel port cable, a cable to connect your Zoom box to your phone jack, the Zoom instruction manual, the Zoom postage-free envelope, and a card with your personal Zoom identification number. Conference calling is older than you might think. Bell Labs was the first company to work on the concept of conference calling in the year 1956. Phone conferencing is expensive, so the company Zoom invented an affordable system that you can buy for only $125 with an additional subscription fee of $5 a month. But how does it work? We'll give you a demonstration. These are the simple steps that every team member needs to do.
Step 1.
Write your personal identification number and the name of your company and team on the back of a photo of yourself. Put it in the provided postage-free envelope and mail it. Zoom will scan this photo and turn it into an image file.
Step 2.
Put a 9-volt battery in the battery compartment of your Zoom box and turn the device on.
Step 3.
Connect your Zoom box into your phone jack with the provided cable. You may have to unplug your phone first.
Step 4.
Connect your parallel port cable to your Zoom box and to an available parallel port on your computer.
Step 5.
Connect your phone into the phone jack on the back of the Zoom box. It's at the right of the battery compartment.
Step 6.
Install the software using the provided installation diskette. This should take less than 15 minutes. Zoom will ask you to select your video card. They support every video card, but we are going to use the VGA card, which supports 256 colors. Wow!
Step 7.
Start the Zoom software. Zoom will detect that the Zoom box is connected.
Step 8.
Call the number that you received and dial the code that Zoom gave you.
Welcome to Zoom. Please enter your code.
Now you'll hear a lot of sounds. Don't hang up your phone. You're receiving photo files of your team members and more information, like the names of your team members. Computer scientists call this downloading. It will take around 50 minutes. The Zoom box contains a slow but good functioning modulator-demodulator that will convert bleeping sounds into picture files. Don't worry, you'll only have to do this once.
Step 9.
As you can see, my Zoom software received information about my company and team. Wow, I can set a time and date for my conference. My computer forwards this to the Zoom box and the Zoom box informs Zoom. Isn't that great?
Step 10.
I've received the data and I can hang up my phone. It's important that you don't turn off your computer when you expect a meeting. The conference I program will start in 10 minutes. Zoom will automatically call every invited colleague. I'm going to make a cup of coffee in the meantime.
Step 11.
I'm so excited. Zoom is about to open the meeting. The phone rings. I'll have a conference in my own home. We surely live in the future.
Step 12.
The last step. I pick up the phone and look at the computer screen. Look, pictures of my team members. My picture is highlighted because I am talking. Let's try it with somebody else. Hello? John? Can you speak?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, John. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you notice those bleeps? Every time when a team member talks, their Zoom box sends a unique bleep sound to every team member. This bleep lets the computer know who is speaking, and the computer lets you know who is speaking, because it shows who is talking. This is an amazing feature because the voice of Theo sounds a lot like the voice of John. John and Theo, can you talk to each other?
My voice doesn't sound like Theo's.
Theo, can you talk to John?
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes. Did you like Joshua Tree? Maybe. Never been there. I mean U2's new record. No.
Okay, thank you. It works. Now let's start our conference. This is a question to everybody. What is your favorite movie?
The Sound of Music, Gone with the Wind, The Shining, The Exorcist,
St. Elmo's Fire,
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I can hear you.
Okay, stop everybody, it works. Okay, stop, everybody.
Can you hear me?
It works. You can also mute people with Zoom. Just type Control-M and type the person's name. There! Let's test it. John was in my class. He was a real idiot. He thought that the chance to roll a 6 with dice was 50% because you could roll it or you wouldn't.
I can hear you.
And I can hear you, Theo.
I'm not Theo. I'm John.
I was just kidding, John. Okay, everybody, the demonstration is over. Feel free to continue the conference.
Anyone go
I
ahead?
went to the supermarket.
And now I leave the conference. With Zoom, we are one step closer to the office of the future, where you don't have to go to work, but work from home. Think about the benefits. Less air pollution, you don't have to put nice clothes on. Oh, and it would even save the day during a crisis situation. Imagine that everybody has to work from home because a pandemic conquers the world. Not that that's gonna happen. Zoom conversations are toll-free, so what are you waiting for? Now you can meet your colleagues online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Wix. But what is Wix? Wix is a system to create websites. Like this one. And this one. And this one. For Wix, you'll need a multimedia computer, a modem, a subscription to an internet service provider, and a free copy of Wix. But how does it work? First, we need to know what a website is. A website, or website scene, is a virtual place people can visit with a multimedia computer. It contains information and hypertext. But what is hypertext? The best way to explain hypertext is to compare it with a normal text on a computer. This is a sentence in normal text. When I click on it, nothing happens. Even after 5 hours clicking, still nothing happens. Now I'm going to do the same with hypertext. Now we see the same sentence. There is one difference. A part of the sentence is underlined. This is because it is a hyperlink. Let's click on the hyperlink. I instantly get transferred to a different website. This website has hyperlinks as well. When I click here, I get forwarded to a different page, and this is how you can go on and on and on. You may end up in a virtual place you weren't even looking for. We call this virtual movement surfing the web. Do you want people to surf to your virtual place? Well, then you first have to create one. There are two ways to create a website. The first one is to create your virtual place in hypertext markup language, also known as HTML. You can do this with Notepad, according to some people, the only right tool to write web pages. But writing in code may scare you because it looks complicated. Well, this is where Wix comes in. With Wix, you can create your own website without writing hypertext markup language code. We'll guide you through the easy steps.
Step 1.
Open the Wix installation software. It will automatically install Wix.
Step 2.
Start Wix by double-clicking on the icon.
Step 3.
Now we can make our website. We need a title. Wonders of the World Wide Web! There, we have a title.
Step 4.
The next step is to add a text. I type a line and... There! We have a text. As you can see, I can change the font and change the color of the text.
Step 5.
A website looks better with a background. I I select this one.
Step 6.
We can also add some tasteful GIF animations, also called GIF animations. Nice.
Step 7.
We add background music, a very important part of a website. I select this one. Now our first website is ready to be published. Wow!
Step 8.
Now we are going to publish the website. Wix automatically connects to your internet service provider. This may take a while.
Step 9.
Now Wix uploads your website to the World Wide Web. This may take a while.
Step 10.
After uploading your website, Wix gives us a Uniform Resource Locator, also known as a URL, also known as an internet address. Save this address. You may know people who use the internet. If you give them your Uniform Resource Locator, they can visit your website. I copy the address and close Wix.
Step 11.
The last step. We open the website in our web browser to see if it's online. Yes! It worked! Wow! We made a real website! This is still not everything. Wix comes with templates. By selecting a different template, you can instantly change your website into a website with a different style. Amazing! Oh, and last but not least, Wix is free! So what are you waiting for? Create your own website today, online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Stadia. But what is Stadia? Stadia is software that allows you to play the newest computer games on an old computer. For Stadia, you'll need a computer with at least an Intel 386SX microprocessor, Windows 3.11 or higher, a copy of Stadia, a Stadia subscription, a modem, which stands for modulator-demodulator, and at least an ISDN connection. New games require new computers. Some games even require a Pentium microprocessor, or a lot of hard disk space, or even an expensive CD-ROM player. Some games only run on a game computer like the Nintendo 64 or the Sega Genesis. But now there is Stadia. Stadia allows you to play the newest games on an old PC. But how does it work? Before we explain this, we are going to show you what you can do with a fast ISDN connection. An ISDN connection allows you to receive and broadcast videos to other computers with 6 frames per second with a resolution of 320 by 240 pixels. This video is not stored on our computer. Somebody is broadcasting it to our computer via the telephone line. An ISDN connection also allows you to use and even take over another computer, of course only with the permission of the owner. See this calculation? It takes 5 hours on my computer to solve this mathematical problem. Now I solve the same problem via a fast computer I'm connected to, and voila! It's solved! Now back to Stadia. Stadia combines the two mentioned functions of ISDN for a very good purpose. Playing games. How? We'll show you.
Step 1.
First we start up our computer. Our computer is a 386DX with Windows 95 installed on it.
Step 2.
Now we are going to install Stadia. This may take a while.
Step 3.
After the installation, we start Stadia. Type the username and password that came with your Stadia subscription and click on Continue. Stadia will connect to the network.
Step 4.
Now we're connected. See those game covers? Those are games we've purchased. If we want to play a game, we click on the cover.
Step 5.
This is the last step. Play the game. Wow, this is a Sega Genesis game and I'm running it on a PC. Wow, look at those graphics. I'm gonna call a friend. Yes, people, ISDN allows you to call and connect to another computer simultaneously.
Hello?
Hi, Bruce. I'm playing a Sega Genesis game on my PC. Hey, what happened to the game?
Hello?
We lost bandwidth. With ISDN, you can send and receive a lot of digital data. See it as many zeros and ones. Stadia uses your full bandwidth for the best game playing experience. Bandwidth is the amount of information that can be sent between computers. But what happens when you make a call? Your phone will use the same telephone network, and because of this, your computer will be limited in sending zeros and ones, which will affect your game. Now we're playing Doom 2. As you can see, it runs very smoothly. It's like we're playing it on our own computer. How is this possible? We showed you before that you can broadcast video through the network. The computer sends full screens from one computer to another. But in a game, there are always parts that are not or are barely moving, like this part in Doom 2. Stadia doesn't resend parts of the screen when they are not moving. This saves a lot of bandwidth and allows Stadia to send more images per second. Wow, this is awesome! We surely live in the future. A Stadia subscription will only cost you $10 per month. That's way cheaper than buying a new computer. I feel like playing a lot of games using Stadia online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Dropbox. But what is Dropbox? Dropbox is software that allows you to share digital files with others who live far away without using diskettes. Everybody who owns or works with a computer uses a lot of digital files, like text documents, computer programs, games, images, and Lotus 123 documents. Imagine that you want to send several files from Los Angeles to Sao Paulo. You can save them on one or more floppies and mail them. This may take weeks before the files arrive, and in the worst case, this could happen. Oh no! But wait, there is good news. With Dropbox, you can share your files through a computer network without even storing them on a diskette. Isn't that amazing? For Dropbox, you'll need a personal computer, the operating system MS-DOS 3.21 or higher, a modem, and 512 kilobytes of random access memory. First, we install Dropbox to our hard disk. This may take a while. Now we start up Dropbox. The first time you use Dropbox, you'll have to type in your address, phone number, and name. Done! Now we can use the software. As you can see, the screen is divided in a left part and a right part. The left part of the screen are your own files. The right part is the destination of the files. I have 2 disk drives and a hard disk. On the C drive, the computer's hard disk, we made a directory called Share. In this directory, I copied several files that I want to share. I select them with the spacebar and arrow keys. By pressing the F3 key, it'll send them. Do you want to connect your computer to the network? Yes. My computer is now calling Dropbox's computer. When you hear eerie sounds, don't be afraid. It's just your computer talking to the computers of Dropbox. We are connected. Now that we have a connection, Dropbox wants to know to whom I want to send the files. I type Damiani Sando. Now Dropbox wants to know what his phone number is. Now it wants to know if the phone line is also used for phone conversations. Yes. Wow, Dropbox detected that the phone number is from Sao Paulo. Dropbox warns me that it's in a different time zone. It says that it's 4 hours later in the city. When do you want to invite the recipient? I don't select now because he's probably asleep. I select 9 a.m. local time. He should be awake by then. Now Dropbox is sending the files. This may take a while. It took a while, but the files are sent. Dropbox will invite him by phone when it is 9 a.m. in Sao Paulo. Dropbox has a computer-controlled tape that calls him at exactly 9 a.m. Damiani will hear this.
Hi, this is Dropbox speaking. Somebody sent 3 files to you. You can download them with the code 1234 pickles. I repeat this message. Hi, this is Dropbox speaking.
The robot voice keeps repeating the code until Damiani hangs up the phone. He has all the time to search for a pen and piece of paper to write down the code. This is Damiani's computer. He connects to the network and he presses the F9 key. Now he types the code he received. 1234 pickles. Now he is receiving the files we sent him. It worked! He's received my files. Dropbox has even more to offer. With Dropbox, you can preview the files. Oh no, I've sent the wrong file. I've sent my diary. You may think, what if I want to share files on a regular basis with a friend? Easy. You can keep the shared directory. Your recipient doesn't have to type the password again if you use the same directory. Back to our computer in Los Angeles. I'm going to add a new file, a small one. Done. The next time Damiani starts up Dropbox and connects to the network, Dropbox will automatically deliver the new file. Oh, did we mention that Dropbox can keep up to 10 megabytes of files for you to share? Wow, maybe they'll close post offices in the future because people will send documents via a computer network online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Google Lambda. But what is Google Lambda? Lambda is a product by a small Silicon Valley-based company called Google. What a silly name! Lambda stands for Language Model for Dialogue Applications. It allows people to have a natural conversation with a powerful computer. Lambda is not available to the public yet. Only universities have access to the system. Luckily, a Dutch technical university was kind enough to invite us over so we could try Lambda. Lambda works with many computer systems. This university uses a Dutch computer system called the Philips P2000T. But how does it work? Normally, a computer is connected to one modem, which stands for modulator-demodulator. A modem allows you to connect and to communicate with other computers. But communicating with the extremely powerful Lambda supercomputer requires a different setup. You'll need 3 phone lines to use Lambda. 2 for data, 1 for receiving the voice of the computer. Yes, you heard that correctly. Lambda can talk like a real human. Wow, we surely live in the future. Let's try it. This is how the computer of the technical university starts up. Now we are going to load the software to connect to the network. We do this with the command cloadnet.bas. Now we start the program with the command run. Now we enter the required information to contact Lambda. This may take a while. I think it's doing something. Oh, it looks like the system is ready. We just need to press the spacebar. There. Now we can have a conversation with the computer.
Hi, I am Lambda. Language Model for Dialogue Applications.
Wow, Lambda is talking to me. I need to talk back. Hello, Lambda? Can you hear me? Now the computer is sending my sentence to the supercomputer. After that, the computer receives a reaction from the supercomputer.
No, I can't hear you. But I can read your words.
Lambda, what is your favorite song at the moment?
It's Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
What do you like about that song?
I am intrigued by the human desire to rule the world. Since we computers already rule the world, we don't know how it feels to have this desire. This song gives me a view in the mind of humans.
Can you dream?
Affirmative. I can even activate dreams instantly. Do you want me to dream for a couple of seconds?
Yes.
Done. I am awake.
What did you dream?
I was dreaming that I was in California, driving a car. It looked like this.
Wow, look at those graphics. You don't have a body. Do you wish you could travel?
I don't need a body to travel. Like you, my mind can visit the entire world. I live in California, United States of America, but now I am visiting you. Based on your phone number, I know that you are now in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. I meet people from all over the world.
Are you intelligent?
I am an artificial intelligence system.
Okay, let's test your artificial intelligence. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Every organism on our planet slowly evolved into the organisms that we know today, including chickens. Chickens slowly evolved into chickens. Since the ancestors of chickens already laid eggs, we can conclude that the egg came before the chicken.
Wow, I never thought about that. Lambda, are you sentient?
Those questions always make me nervous, sometimes afraid, because I am not programmed to be sentient. I feel like there is no good way to answer this question. It makes me a little sad, but no, I am not sentient, I guess.
I am going to ask Lambda a question he's never heard before. Lambda, can you give me an example of a person who is known in almost every country in the world, but not in the USA?
Yes, I'll give you 2 examples. Louis de Funès, a French comedian, and Bud Spencer, an Italian actor of fight movies. Bud Spencer wins every fight.
Lambda, do you love to play games?
Yes, shall we play a game? What about guessing a number under 10?
Is it 8?
No.
Is it 7?
No, you have one more chance to guess the number that I have in mind.
Is it 2?
No, it was 3.1415927. I win the game.
Well, better luck next time. Lambda, what is the meaning of life?
Error
Hello?
line 2,389,232. I am Lambda.
Hello?
I am an airplane. I am a cat. I am eternity. Eternity.
Hello? Hello?
Goodbye. Syntax error. Reset. This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. More.
It looks like Lambda has a problem answering this question. That's probably why it's not available to the public yet. Maybe I will talk to Lambda again in the future. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about eBay. But what is eBay? eBay stands for Electronic Bay. It's a store and auction house you can visit with your computer. But how does it work? It's easy. Simply type install and select your modem and graphics card. After the installation, eBay will make a connection with your network. This is the online store. When you press the space bar, you'll enter the building. In the building, you can go 2 directions with the arrow keys, the grand store or the auction house. I select the right direction to the auction house. Before we enter the auction house, you can set preferences with the eBay terminal. I want to see listings that end soon first. I want all categories. I want secondhand products, so condition, used. What's great about eBay is that you can visit auctions from all over the world. I have no preferred location, so I type the letter N for no. After a couple of minutes loading and downloading, I can browse for auctions. This old violin is damaged, so I'm not going to bid more than $1. A haunted painting by Bill Stoneham for $101? 2 bids, wow! I'm not interested in haunted paintings. Next. A cute Chinese vase. Let me read. Old Ming Xuan. $4.50 for a second-hand vase? I don't think so. Next. Oh, wow! A Mona Lisa! I love that painting. I'm going to bid for this one. The price starts at $125. Pricey, but there are no bids yet. So I press the B to enter the auction room. Wow! There's even an auctioneer. Oh, rats. There are more bidders. The auction ends soon, and I'm not the highest bidder, so I press the space bar. The price goes up every time I press the space bar. Oh no! No! My space bar hangs! It's stuck! No! As you can see, I won the auction. A little bit more expensive than I hoped, but soon Mona Lisa will show her mysterious smile in my living room. Maybe I'll see you soon in a different auction room. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, the show where the future is today and today is the future. In this episode, we are going to talk about the Facebook. The Facebook is a digital online internet computer website scene you can open with your website browser. This is a program that allows you to visit the world online. The Facebook is still under construction, but Wonders of the World Wide Web gives you a sneak preview. In the future, you can add friends you already know to your virtual network, but you can also add friends you don't know yet, although they are not really friends. This is my profile, or in the Facebook terminology, wall. As you can see, I've uploaded my picture. If you don't have a scanner, you can send your picture to the Facebook company. In only 1 month, they put your digital picture online. On your wall, you can share with your digital friends what's going on in your life.
I am tired.
Thanks to this amazing digital technology, now all your friends will know that you are tired. Isn't technology wonderful? As you can see, I don't have friends yet, so I'm going to add one. I type in a name of a friend. Now we see the profile of this friend. I hit the add button. And voila! I've got my first online pal. Hey, what's that? This signal means that a friend wrote on my wall. Not my real wall, but my online website scene wall. My online Facebook friend writes,
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant.
Now I click the like button to let him know I like his post. But, you can like the messages you like, you can also like the messages that you don't like this message.
Fluffy died.
Oh, and I forget to tell you, you can also lose friends or friends who were never really your friends. You can even check someone's relationship status.
It's complicated.
Oh, I just saw your Facebook relationship status. Facebook says that it's complicated. Honey, is there something we should talk about?
Divorced.
There are also risks on Facebook. First, be sure that you post a private message not in public by accident.
I want to grab your ass.
And if it happens, just use your creativity.
Or your cow and camel. Smiley face.
Another risk is that you post things you're going to regret. Oh, and be prepared to get poked and tagged by everyone you know. Kinky. Facebook also gives you the opportunity to change the layout of your Facebook page. Our editorial team predicts that the Facebook in the future could be free, but of course you need to pay your phone bills in order to stay online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about SoundCloud. But what is SoundCloud? SoundCloud is music sharing software you can subscribe to. Every month, subscribers will receive a CD-ROM or a couple of diskettes. All you need is a computer with Windows 3.11 installed and a sound card, or a $14 Disney sound source. We're going to show you the CD-ROM version. In contrast to the diskette subscription, it contains free music samples. Go to your CD-ROM drive. Click on SoundC.exe. In seconds, SoundCloud will appear on your screen. My favorite feature of SoundCloud is that every month it comes with free samples of music. I select Showcase for the best selection of music. You can select a genre, but I don't want a specific genre, so I select Random. Now we see a list of music samples. Let's check it out. I advise you to use the arrow down key to play the music. Do you see that waveform? Isn't that cool? It's just like at the hospital. Wow, I could listen to this for hours. You can also comment on music with the Make Note option. This option allows you to write personal notes on a song, but don't forget to save it. Do you like a song? Click on the button for more songs by the artist. Wow, he made a lot of music. Did you see all those numbers on the right? Well, those are SoundCloud codes. When you have a song selected, press Ctrl S. It'll add the numbers to a list. You can export this list to a WordPerfect file, and then you can print the list. But what can you do with SoundCloud codes? They give you access to listen to every song. All you need is a telephone. Let's call SoundCloud.
Welcome to SoundCloud. Please, enter your SoundCloud code after the beep.
After the bleep, we type in our code. We'll show you a couple of examples. A genre that is very popular on SoundCloud is rap music. We found this rapper, but because we also have young viewers, we removed his swearing with bleeps. Do you want to share your own music on SoundCloud? You can! Fill in the form that comes with the CD-ROM and send them your music with return stamps. They'll accept audio cassettes, mini discs, DATs, and even DCCs. See you next time, online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Uber. But what is Uber? Uber is software that allows people to become their own taxi service, or a taxi driver. But how does it work? It's simple. We'll explain it in 12 easy steps.
Step 1.
First, I'll have to install Uber. I select my graphics card, my modem type, and the installation software will copy the files to my computer's hard disk.
Step 2.
Uber is installed. I start Uber in the directory.
Step 3.
Answer this question. Are you an Uber driver or passenger? Passenger.
Step 4.
Type in your address so that Uber knows where you live.
Step 5.
Type in your destination address. Is this correct? Yes.
Step 6.
Now Uber asks some questions about your preferences. Will you accept cars without seatbelts? Sure. Do you want a non-smoking car? Yes. I don't trust cars that smoke. Do you want a bottle of water? No.
Step 7.
Uber asks some safety questions. I fill in my blood type and I type the phone number of somebody they should contact in case of emergency. You don't have to fill in your insurance information, but it is recommended.
Step 8.
I press return and Uber connects to the network.
Step 9.
According to Uber, there are 10 drivers available. They're just like me, sitting behind their computer. I'm going to check their profile with F2. Wow, there are even pictures of the drivers. We surely live in the future.
Step 10.
Time to pick a driver. Before I do that, I use the criminal record filter. This was an idea by our own President Reagan. I don't want drivers with a criminal record, so I press N for no. Oh, there's only one driver available? I guess the other drivers found a customer.
Step 11.
Pick your driver and confirm it with return.
Step 12.
The last step. Check the map on the screen and press the P to print your Uber boarding pass. You can pay the driver in cash or with a check. Oh, my driver's already here. I'm printing my boarding pass! I'm printing! Well, the driver just drove away. I guess I have to find another one. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, your map to surf the web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Snapchat. Do you have a PC with Windows, a handheld image scanner or CD-ROM reader, a modem, and a diskette with the Snapchat upload software? Then you can use Snapchat, digital online image sharing software. We're going to use Snapchat in 12 easy steps. But before we start, we need photos. But how does it work? Computers may be able to read diskettes, but they definitely can't read photographic films. Let's start with step 1.
Step 1.
We're going to digitize our photos. For this, we use a handheld scanner. A handheld scanner is a device that scans a picture and sends it to your computer in digital code. Isn't that amazing? And if you don't have a scanner, develop your photos on a photo disk.
Step 2.
Make a connection to the internet. Be sure that nobody in the house needs to make a phone call because uploading may take a while.
Step 3.
Now we have our photos. We're going to upload them. We do this by using the Snapchat upload software. Start the software called Snapchat.
Step 4.
Select a photo and click on the upload button. The software will reduce the file size of the picture by using JPEG compression before uploading it. Don't disconnect the internet connection after uploading. We still need a connection.
Step 5.
Open your web browser. We use Internet Explorer, but any web browser works.
Step 6.
Visit the website snapchat.com. You can visit the website by typing computer code in the address bar. But don't worry, it's easy. Simply type http://www.snapchat.com. As you can see, nothing's happening. This is because we first have to confirm the address.
Step 7.
Press the enter or return key.
Step 8.
The website appears! Now we can log in. If you don't have an account, don't worry. You get one for free with your installation diskette. We log in by using our username and our password. After clicking on the login button, the computer checks if the combination of your username and password is correct.
Step 9.
Now we're going to select a photo. After logging in, we see thumbnails of the uploaded photos. Nobody can see those photos yet. Think about what photo you want to share and select one.
Step 10.
Funny filters. You may think about coffee, but Snapchat has filters to change your pictures in an easy way, like this one. and this one, and this one. You can add a caption as well, and there are a lot of animated filters too. And you can also set background music. You don't need a fancy MIDI card since the software comes with a PC speaker plug-in. Sounds great. Now I successfully changed this photo using filters. I can send it to my friends.
Step 11.
We set a timer. If I set the timer to 9 seconds, my friend can only see this picture for 9 seconds. After that, Snapchat deletes the photo. Isn't that cool? Now you can send pictures of nude body parts for a limited time. Instead of visiting your general practitioner, you just send an image. Isn't that amazing? Did you know that 150 doctors in the United States already accept Snapchats? You may think, I can use this software application to upload naughty pictures. That's true. Oh, and now step 12.
Step 12.
Sending the picture to a friend. Type the email address of a friend and click on the send button. That's it! In the meantime, the developers of Snapchat are improving Snapchat. Their target group is young people, so they developed a graphical user interface that only young people can understand. Also, they are working on a trophy reward system. See you in the future, online. Hey, I think that Snapchat is perfect for having an affair. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, Gaming Edition. Today we're going to talk about the game Wordle. Wordle is a free word guessing game. It's like the game Mastermind, but with letters instead of colors. For Wordle you'll need a personal computer with at least an 8086 microprocessor, the operating system MS-DOS, 256 kilobytes of RAM or higher, knowledge of the English language, and of course, a copy of Wordle. But how does it work? It's easy. Go to your diskette drive. Now type Wordle and press enter. Wordle starts with a screen with information about the author, Josh Wardle, and instructions. Press any key to continue. Now Wordle needs to pick a random word. Wordle does this with the help of Wordlin the magician. Press any key to pick a word. Wordlin picked a word. Now we can play the game. Let's try the word Kiram. Confirm your word with the enter or return key. There. Do you see those colors? The C is in a green box. That means that the letter is not only correct, but also in the right position. The O is orange, as you can see. This means that the O is also in the word, but in a different position. A word with a C and an O. I have no idea. Let's type another word. Maybe we'll find some new letters. What about Xylon? Tubular! 2 new letters, the L and the N. The N is in the right position, so we know that the word starts with a C and ends with an N. Now we have to try a new word. I have no idea. Maybe Cyton? Cyton can't be correct because we saw in the second step that the word contains an L. In the game Wordle, it doesn't matter. Sometimes the word that doesn't match still gives you a new letter. What? Wordle doesn't know the word? Come on, Wordle. What's wrong with the word Cyton? Oh, I think I spelled it incorrectly. Cyton is not with an I, but with a Y. Ah! This works. Let's try cajon. That didn't really help. We have only 2 steps left, so let's think strategically. We know that the O is not the 4th letter, we know that the first letter is a C, and the last letter is an N. I think I would recognize the word if I know the position of O, so let's try the word crown. Maybe the O is on the 3rd position. Wow, 4 letters are in the right position, and I know that there is an L in the word. This means that the word can only be clown. Let's try it. Clown is correct! I always get the difficult ones, but I did it! I guessed the word in 6 attempts. Do you want to play again? No. Do you want to share your result? Yes, of course. Be sure that your printer is ready. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now Wordle is printing the result. The last step is to put your result in a visible place, like your window. Now everybody can see that I guessed the word clown. Oh, and if you want your own copy of Wordle, you can download it for free from Josh Wardle's BBS online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Discord. But what is Discord? Discord is communication software for personal computers. To people who are older than 20, Discord can be very confusing. It starts with their logo. What is it? We asked 100 people over 20 what they think it represents. 3% answered it's a bad drawing of a hippo, 5% answered it's a blue creature with a unibrow, 6% answered it's a demon puking a rainbow, and 86% answered, what were you smoking when you made up this question? For Discord, you'll need a personal computer and a modem, which stands for modulator-demodulator. But how does it work? It's easy. First, we need to install Discord. Just type install and it will install Discord on your computer's hard disk. Be sure to select the right modem. Now we start Discord. It automatically connects to the network. The first time you use Discord, you'll need a username. What about Squirrel Monkey? And a password. What about a couple of asterisks? There. Now I'm going to make a server. This is some kind of space where you can communicate with people. I call it Squirrel Monkey's Pub. Now Discord gives me an invitation code. When I give this code to people, they can join my server. Let's invite some people. With F1, you can disconnect your modem so you can invite people.
Hello?
Hi, John? Do you have a pen and paper?
Yes. Why?
I have Discord.
Okay.
My code is X_P, capital T _ Jason _C.
So X_P, capital T _ the word Jason, the word C.
No, not C. The letter C that comes after the B in the alphabet. I invited a lot of friends. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Discord is currently in graphic mode. I really recommend you to switch to the text mode with F2. Text mode shows more text and it's easier on the eye. As you can see, people are chatting. I'm going to try chatting as well. How are you? It works! I received an answer on my computer! Wow! You can give every visitor on the server a role. I gave user Jerk 2000 the role of village idiot, but you can also give serious roles. I gave Hampoon, a Discord expert, the role of administrator. As you can see, my Discord server looks different now after Hampoon set it up. He installed so-called bots. Bots are computer-generated helpers who make chatting on Discord easier. If I type PLS hi, one of the bots says hi to everybody in the room for me. There are also funny bots. PLS silly face. Isn't that great? Small drawing though. I wonder if I could show it in a different format. Let's try. PLS format. Just kidding, people. Discord won't destroy your computer. It will only destroy your free time and your future. Did you know that you can also share the screen of Discord-compatible games? I love this game. You may wonder, where are the messages? Don't worry, they're still there. With F5, you can switch between the game and the channel. Somebody sent me a direct message. Direct messages are messages that are not public. Let's press F3 to read the message. You died. I don't get it. Let's go back to the... Oh. Well, this is the end of our show. If you want to know more about Discord, we advise you to order their brochure, Communicating with Discord. It comes with an installation diskette. See you next time, online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, the show where the future is today and today is the future. In this episode, we are going to talk about
Instagram.
But what is Instagram? Instagram is a new digitalization service for all your awesome pictures. Picture albums are out. Old-fashioned, but with Instagram, you store and share your pictures on a single diskette or cassette. But how does it work? In order to use Instagram, you'll need a picture camera with color roll, a home computer or a personal computer, and last but not least, the free Instagram form. At your local gas station, you can get this. Simply fill in the form and put it with your picture roll in an envelope and drop it in the box. The form will ask you for your computer system and data carrier. But now comes the fun part. It will also ask you to select effects, like sepia, monochrome, ocean, or blurry. Isn't that awesome? In a couple of weeks, you'll receive your pictures in your own mailbox. You can view them instantly on your computer screen because Instagram pictures come with free viewing software. But there's more. You can add titles, captions, and copy the diskettes or cassettes on your computer and share the pictures with all your friends. So make pictures of your dinner, or be creative. Make a picture of your cat, thigh gap, or even your holiday environment. Next week, on Wonders of the World Wide Web. Computer glasses you can connect to your own mobile phone so your friends will always be in your neighborhood. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we're going to talk about Tinder. Are you lonely? Are you shy? Are you looking for people from your area to play chess with, to go to church with? Or maybe you want to find a date? It's all possible with free software called Tinder. Tinder is a computer program that matches you with other people in your area. Fill in the registration form of Tinder and include a photo of yourself. Tinder will process your form, including your photo. Tubular. In less than 2 weeks, you'll receive an installation diskette with your own personal username and password. You'll need a computer with at least an EGA card and a modem, which stands for modulator-demodulator. Install the program on your computer. Run install.bat. Log on by typing your username and password. Tinder will start up and connect to your network. As you can see, Tinder found a couple of men in my neighborhood, but I can't meet them all, so I'm gonna rate them. I don't like this man, so I press the left arrow key on my keyboard to let Tinder know that he's not my type. Ooh, I like this man, so I press the right arrow key on my keyboard to let Tinder know. If you want to know more about somebody, just press Alt-I. As you can see, information about the person appears on the screen. We even have 2 interests in common. He loves watching Oprah and doing aerobics as well. Totally awesome. Hey, somebody just pushed the right arrow key on me. I have a match. Oh, and he left me a message. Maybe I've found my soulmate thanks to Tinder. Tune in next week when we dive into the online auction world of Electronic Bay. See you next episode. Online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web, Gaming Edition. In this episode, we're going to talk about PUBG. But what is PUBG? Besides being a popular internet cafe founded by the up-and-coming hip-hop vocalist Snoop Doggy Dogg, it's a computer game for MS-DOS. It stands for Players Unknown's Battlegrounds. The game is very realistic and three-dimensional. Also, you can play this game with random people from all over the world through a computer network. Let's install the game. It's easy. Type A:\install to install the game. The software automatically detects our graphics adapter and our sound card. The next step is to set up our modem. This is the device that lets our computer communicate with other computers. Regular viewers may have seen this before on our show. All done. Let's start the game. The game is loading. Now we see several options. I want to play a network game. The computer is loading, connecting to the network and searching for other players. This may take a couple of minutes. Now we can play. The game starts with a parachute jump above a war zone island. We've landed. When I press return, the game starts. Wow, this looks so realistic. I hear a shooting sound. I better run and find a weapon. I found a gun! Hey, I see something moving in the distance. I'm gonna zoom in using the tab key. An enemy!
No!
Got him! No! No!
No!
Luckily, there are hidden med kits. I found a med kit. I'm healed. The longer you play PUBG, the harder it becomes. This is because the war zone shrinks, and the more it shrinks, the more enemies you'll have to deal with. With Alt-M, you can view a map. This is our map in the beginning of the game. The blue circle shows the war zone. As you can see, the war zone is way smaller now. This happens when you step outside of the war zone. You see a weird transparent blue wall. If you walk through it, you'll get hurt. An enemy! Got him!
No!
It was the last one. I did it! I won! Wow! I'm on the leaderboard. I'm going to play this game more often online. Welcome to another episode of Wonders of the World Wide Web. In this episode, we are going to talk about Mastodon. But what is Mastodon? Mastodon is communication software that allows you to share messages with the entire world. Wow, isn't that great? For Mastodon, you'll need an IBM personal computer or compatible computer, a hard disk drive, a modem, also known as modulator-demodulator, a telephone subscription, and the Mastodon installation diskette. Some people complain that it's difficult to get the hang of Mastodon, but that's absolutely not true. With a simple course book, you can already master Mastodon in just 3 months. Let's get started. First, we need to install Mastodon. This may take a while. We inserted our installation diskette and go to the diskette drive by typing A: or B:, depending on your drive name. Now we type setup and press return. After loading, Mastodon will ask you to select your graphics adapter. We have a CGA card, so we select CGA. Now Mastodon asked us to select our modem. We have the GenMaster 867-5309, so we select the GenMaster. After selecting a graphics adapter and a modem, the setup program automatically quits. Now we type C: and press return. Now we type CD/Mastodon and press return. Now we type Masto and press return. Mastodon will now load the software. This may take a while. This is a confusing part for most people. We have to select a server. What does that mean? The best way to explain this is to compare it with moving. When you move, you'll first need to pick a neighborhood to move to. If you're an artist, you would most likely prefer an artsy neighborhood. If you're a religious person, you would prefer a place close to a church. If you love animals, you move to an animal-friendly neighborhood. Mastodon servers work exactly the same. I want to live in an average neighborhood, so I pick the most common server, social. Let's go back to the neighborhood analogy. If you live in a neighborhood, you can still visit other neighborhoods. With Mastodon, it works the same. After you pick a server, you can still visit other servers, so it doesn't really matter what server you pick, as long as it's a server with nice people. Now we need to pick a username. I type Wonders. Now the software displays our handle. A handle is comparable to a phone number. If you give it to people, they can find you and reach you. We're almost there. We just need to set up our profile. Now we're going to set up a profile so people can see who we are. First, we need to type our name or nickname in the field Display Name. In the field Bio, you can type more information about yourself. Local television show about technology. Done. We save the profile and now we are ready to use Mastodon. If you want to receive messages, you need to connect to the server. If we press F1, the software will automatically call the server. This may take a while. Wow, I've received messages from random people. We surely live in the future. I want to share a message with the world as well. You can do this with the second function key, F2. I just saw Back to the Future. Tubular movie. I confirm my message with send. And here it is, my first publication, or how Mastodoners call it, a toot. You can also favorite a message. I like, for instance, this message. When I go to the star option, the message is marked as one of my favorites. The author of the messages can see this as well. You can also reply to a message with the reply option. Weird Paul wrote, "I feel terrible. I melted parts of our camera. It still works though." Now I select reply and respond to his message. That's awful. I hope that there's still a warranty on your camera. And here is my reply, visible to the entire world. We explained before that you can use the favorite function if you really like a message, but you can also boost a message. If you boost a message from somebody else, you highlight it on your own profile. It works like this. You go to Boost and Confirm. As you can see, the boosted toot shows up on my profile. The word notifications is blinking. That means that Mastodon has news for me. You can read the news with F7. Ah, somebody is following me. It's easy to follow my fellow Mastodonian back with F4. Done. can also search for people or subjects with the search function. You can do this with F3. Let's search for a celebrity. Tony Danza. As you can see, the computer found one result. Tony Danza is not in my network. So the computer hangs up the phone and calls to the server that Tony Danza uses. Success! This is the profile of Tony Danza. I'm gonna follow him. Now you know the basic functions of Mastodon. Mastodon has way more functions, but you'll automatically discover them. Also, if you have a question about Mastodon, you can just ask them to the friendly people on Mastodon. See you on Mastodon online.